Very good morning from London. Welcome to the RANsquawk European morning briefing for today, Friday the 30th of September. Relatively quiet in the European session so far. We are seeing some weakness in the equity markets as we approach month end and quarter end also today. So the DAX index is lagging, currently down around 2.5%. The other European bourse is down around 1%. The peripheral indices performing slightly better, however still down in negative territory, being spurred by the Eurozone flash CPI estimate for September coming in higher than expected at 3%. The consensus was for 2.5%. So that does look to put some pressure on the ECB, who were seemingly set to cut their rates at the decision next week. And the ECB hawks then having a tougher decision to make, with Europe now looking like it may be approaching some sort of stagflation situation according to this data. So we're keeping a close eye out on the national CPIs when they report to see if this is not mirrored when they report also. Looking elsewhere, it's been rather busier in the forex markets. We are seeing some strength in the dollar. There is some market talk that there will be some buying of the dollar in towards the 1:15 and 4 o'clock fixes in the currency markets. Elsewhere, the Kiwi has been catching some attention. It was downgraded overnight, the New Zealand sovereign rating that is, by Fitch and S&P. So we're seeing some continued Kiwi weakness across the board, being cut by one notch there. Also, there is some market talk regarding the euro-sterling pair of a major European name looking to sell the pair into the fixings, with other French and German names looking to buy the pair. So that is influencing the currency markets across the board. We are seeing some strength into the sterling and some weakness in the euro on the back of that across the related pairs. So just keep a close eye. Overnight in the yen, we did see some weak Japanese economic data, particularly the Japanese industrial production, and we did see the yen strengthen on the back of that. However, weaker throughout the European session. There is the story that the Japanese finance minister broke overnight, that they have increased their intervention fund by 15 trillion yen, and we are looking towards a possible intervention at some point today, with it being Japanese fiscal half-year end also. Looking elsewhere, the energy complex has been moving in rhythm with the dollar index, currently sitting in some minor positive territory. We're looking towards any changes towards the NYMEX pit open. And in terms of the rest of the session from the US, we're looking out for the PCE data, the Chicago PMIs and the Milwaukee numbers later on. And in terms of speakers, there'll be Fed's Bullard. But in terms of the rest of the European session, there's also a couple of EFSF votes to look out for. The German upper house following the lower house yesterday, and Austria voting on the EFSF amendments also. But that's enough from me. Have yourselves a great trading day and a great weekend.